I'm going to point out a couple of the features of this block. It features a vastly improved oiling system. The oil is still going to be a wet sump on this one, so it sucks in up here with the stage 2 pickup. The hole is actually higher versus a 109 block, and believe it or not, the 109 blocks are on the other side of the shop, so I'll compare side by side later. So we're going to have to make sure we do the appropriate thing there. There's also, I have to reference my notes, an oil leak up here that I have to do something to make sure it doesn't happen. But it's got what's called priority main oiling. It means the mains get their oil first, which is this hole right there, and then it shoots down, which you see a light, and there's my finger, to the cam bearings. In the production block, it oils the cam bearings first, and then it comes down to the mains and then to the rods. So this guy here, this whole entire block gets, the mains get fed before the cam bearings get fed. And then on the back, it gets fed from both sides. So oil runs all the way down the lifter bore, and it comes out of here, comes down, and then goes up to the crank and then to the rods. And same thing here, oil runs all the way down the lifter bore, and it goes, obviously it goes to the lifters at the same time, and it goes to the mains and then the rods and the cam bearings. So vastly improved oiling system. And then you have a bunch of things you can do stuff with. You've got plugs for taps. You've got a screw in. You can put some screws back there on the back to keep the cam plug from blowing out. I didn't know that was a problem, but that doesn't hurt. Up over here, there's a coolant drain. Up over here, you have, looks to be a double port for oil pressure gauges or whatever else you might need. It's fed from here. We have the threaded plugs, which of course, you know, I'm a fan of that. We have another coolant drain there. And then up top, you have another pressurized feed right here. And then you have, you know, your drain for your turbo drain if you're going to use that, versus the oil pan. And then around in the back, you have more. You have pressure feed right here, and then pressure feed right there. Actually, I'm not sure if that's a pressure feed. I'd have to flip it over and look if this one is. This one might be a drain of some sort. I don't know. Probably a pressure feed. That one's definitely a pressure feed because it's coming right from that plug. So vastly improved oiling system over a factory block. Good stuff.